Broadway beat, Broadway beat, Broadway. Listen to the Broadway beat. Broadway makes you wanna move your feet. Everybody's tapping into everything that's happening on Broadway beats, Broadway beats, Broadway beats, Broadway beats.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway Beat. Stephen Sondheim and James Goldman's 1971 musical masterpiece, Follies, is back on Broadway, playing at the Marquis Theater. It stars Bernadette Peters, Jan Maxwell, Danny Burstein, Ron Raines, and welcomes back to Broadway, Elaine Page. We're here on opening night to celebrate with the company. What I loved about what you did, you clarified the book. It's so clear, the story in your production.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I mean, I remember I was working with Steve on another show, and he's like, Eric, like the beginning of the show has to be about clarity. And it was one of those things that we really stuck with us, is that, you know, we wanted to tell the story and make it clear and not have it all, you know, junked up or anything like that. So it's been really wonderful.
Best part of the experience for you has been what?
Oh my God. I mean, I think actually working with this cast, the cast was absolutely amazing. And, you know, the best thing was it was a creative process that we were all collaborators. You know, I didn't always have all the answers, they didn't have the answers, and together we found the answers, and that was really, really wonderful. And the thing is, I never saw a cast that was so supportive of each other through the whole process and just rooting everyone on. I mean, it could have started because the first day of rehearsal, we started everyone at tap at 10 a.m., and they were like, oh my God. But it was really a fantastic process.
I love this show. I've always been a fan of the show. The score is incredible, and the chance to work with a cast like this and with, of course, Stephen Sondheim is just, it's really a dream come true.
What were the easiest numbers for you to choreograph, and what were your biggest challenges?
Actually, the easiest numbers were all of them. I've never in my life have had an easier time with a piece of material. I think the material is so good, the music is so great. It's very easy to dance to.
Waiting around for the boys downstairs, stalling as long as we dare. Which dress from my wardrobe of two? One of them was borrowed and the other was blue.
Holding our ground for the boys below, fussing around with our hair,
Giggling, wriggling out of our tights,
chattering and clattering down all of those flights.
God, I'd forgotten there ever were nights of waiting for the boys downstairs.
It's been this roller coaster ride of ups and downs and ups and downs, and we've mostly up to come to Broadway because we made so many changes and got some new people in, and worked on the first act. And so it's just been, you know, it's been a long haul, and we're a very close company because we went out of town. So we bonded quite incredibly, and I think that really shows. And it's just so gratifying to see some of these kids in their Broadway debuts, and it's so beautiful. And this show especially, this show is kind of what musical theater is all about. It's just so beautiful. The music is so lush and beautiful, and I was, you know, Sondheim was in my dressing room tonight, and I just said, thank you so much for writing for actors, because I don't like to do musicals very often because they don't come from the scene, and he really comes from the scene. And he told me a story about Arthur Lawrence and learning from him, because Arthur Lawrence was a playwright, and he said he learned so much from him about how actors work and how you write for them, and that's why we have probably the most brilliant composer I'll see in my lifetime.
It feels wonderful. Feels like an amazing dream come true, and I'm so glad it's here. We worked so hard. I mean, it's been 5 months since we started at the Kennedy Center, and now none of us ever thought this would happen, that we'd come here and open on Broadway, and it's truly a dream come true. And the person we all have to thank and would want to thank is Michael Kaiser from the Kennedy Center, because he made it happen. He is an amazing person, and we owe it all to him.
I've got those, God, why don't you love me? Oh, you do, I'll see you later, blues. As long as you ignore me, you're the only thing that matters, feeling that if I'm good enough for you, you're not good enough. And thank you for the present, but what's wrong with it? Stop. Those don't come any closer, cause you know how much I love you. Feelings. Those tell me that you love me. Oh, you did, I gotta run now, blues.
We're thrilled to finally open this show. You know, we've been rehearsing it and getting it ready for New York for quite a while, and it's just great to finally have it open here and be so well received.
Talk about your role and what you love about the show in general.
Ben Stone is an incredible challenge. He is very thinly written dramatically, so you really have to put all the meat on him from a performance, and it's been an incredible challenge for me. And I'm just now feeling, after like 80-something performances, a little under his skin. And it takes a long time. I don't know. I'd love to talk with John McMartin tonight if he's here to find out some of his challenges in Ben. But one of those great songs. I mean, the great song of "The Road You Never Take." I mean, "Too Many Mornings," "Live, Laugh, Love." Incredible Sondheim songs.
Some like to sink and think in their easy chairs of all the things they've risen above. Some like to be profound by reading Proust and Pound. Me like to live, me like to laugh, me like to love.
You are young Sally, opening night Follies. How do you feel?
Amazing. It's my Broadway debut too, so it's just it's a dream come true, and it's just magical, absolutely magical.
It must be incredible to make your Broadway debut with this incredible cast and this incredible musical.
I know, it's to watch these icons and legends perform is just, and watch them work, and it's just a huge learning experience, so it's amazing.
What I love about young Phyllis is her purity and her hope. She has such hope that she'll marry Ben and everything will just turn out the way it is, that the stars will be aligned, and I love that, because being a New Yorker and being in the city, sometimes you go through your day-to-day and you get so jaded and like into yourself, and it's so nice to have that refreshing hope.
Best part of the experience for you has been what?
Playing a young Jen Maxwell. Of course. She's stellar, so it's incredible.
You know, just learning from people like Danny and Bernadette and Jan, and you know, all the legends, you know, that we worked with. It's incredible. Lucky.
I'd have to agree. You know, working with all these incredible talents and these legends in the New York theater and the world is just great.
Oh, it's just brilliant. It was the most amazing evening tonight, and the audience reaction every night, but tonight I think in particular was just amazing. So it's wonderful to be back on Broadway and to officially be able to say I'm still here.
Talk about that wonderful song, that anthem that you get to sing 8 times a week.
Well, it's just the most brilliant song. I mean, it's one of the great musical theatre songs that any actress would want to be able to sing. And the lyric of the song describes this woman entirely, really. It tells of her courage and her determination to keep on going no matter what. And Stephen Sondheim told me that he wrote it about Joan Crawford. So that was a great insight for me when he worked with me a few weeks ago on the lyric of the song. So it's kind of in a way, his insight for me has been something that's sort of consolidated what I was sort of thinking I was doing. Black sable one day, next day it goes into hawk, but I'm here. Top billing Monday, Tuesday you're touring in stock, but I'm here. First you're another slow-eyed vet, then someone's mother, then you're a cat, then you career from career to career. I'm almost through my memoirs, and I'm here.
we all feel so lucky, fortunate, blessed to be a part of it. It's pop, 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 one after another, isn't it?
And you get to play Solange. Tell me what you love about her.
Solange. What's not to love about her? I so seldom, at this point in my life anyway, get to play someone who's sexy and soigné and a little naughty and dangerous.
You're like Trey Soigné.
Well,
Tell me what you love about this musical.
I think I love the combination of showbiz, you know, the glamour and the glitz of showbiz, and the hard rock truth of the human story. That just the way they married them together. It's unbelievable how they did that.
You talk about songs, famous songs, iconic songs. You know, it's like it's like an Irving Berlin show where every song is a hit, you know, and like Anna Get Your Gun, every song is recognizable. This show, every song almost is recognizable, and people wait for the songs, to hear the songs. Besides that, it's a very deep, emotional story, and it's entertaining too.
Hey, what a beautiful role. Tell me what you love the most about Sally.
Well, I guess it's what I learn about myself, and every night you pray for a revelation, something new that you've learned, and some kind of but she's very, very dear to me. She's a dear girl, that she's a big romantic, and her world fell apart, and she waited 30 years. For 30 years, she's been obsessing about this one man, and finally to come to the realization that she wasted those 30 years loving someone that just didn't love her back.
The sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so. It's like I'm losing my mind.
It's a terrific group of people. The creative team is very stimulating and inspiring to be around. But ultimately, the most thrilling thing for me now that we're in performance is being able to sit backstage and listen to this glorious score every night.
And Broadway Baby.
Fantastic song. Best showbiz song ever. Yeah, I feel very lucky.
You do the beautiful number, Rain on the Roof with Don Correa. Tell me your best part of the experience. What is it?
Oh, well, that's a lot of fun, the dance. And also is the tap dance that all these women do. We women do. We worked long and hard on it, let me tell you. And we pulled it off, and it's a great moment, I think, in the show.
It's just wonderful to have the energy and the positiveness with the audience and the actors and the stagehands and the crew and the orchestra. It was just a major high tonight.
You know, it's been that way through the whole preview period. I was there Thursday night. Everybody stopped the show. You stopped the show Thursday night. How does it feel when you do that?
Oh, it's magnificent. I get goosebumps every time. I do, because it is so thrilling to be able to do this piece of Sondheim's and be able to make the magic work with the hoofing, because I started off hoofing when I was 2 years old. So finally, I get to put it to use.
Isn't that absurd? Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Break! Lord. That woman is amazing!